I have to be honest. I really wasn't looking forward to making this video. Not because I hate spears. I don't even dislike them. But they were never really something special to me in the game, and I think it's kind of weird how the game handles them. It's great that you can throw them. That's a mechanic that definitely should exist. But the way you hold them is unorthodox for a spear. It's not how I do it. It should be a long reach, horizontal stab. But in Valheim, it's a short range, downward stab. It's fine, but whenever I tried to use them in the game, it was never really my favorite. That and the fact that you can only hit one enemy at a time made it something that I didn't really use too much on my playthrough. All this to say, while I didn't really dislike spears in the game, they just didn't excite me. But after taking the Carapace spear out to do some seeker hunting in the Mistlands, I'm starting to think spears might actually be OP. The Carapace spear does 121 pierce damage at level 2, which is the current in-game max. That's nuts in itself, especially since the spear is super quick to stab, but if you throw it, it supposedly does 1.5 times damage. So let's take it out into the Mistlands and hunt some seekers. My first encounter with the seeker was pretty quick, and it did some real work. I was immediately impressed. I did not expect this. Right after that, I quickly ran into a seeker soldier and got to work. I just love how quickly this thing actually hits. It seems to parry very effectively as well, when I get the timings right. I can pretty easily get 3, maybe even 4 hits in before it does its next attack. As far as Seeker Soldier encounters go, that's pretty rare, and I feel like I'm pretty easily able to maneuver. I don't know why, but I feel very fast with this weapon. It's nice. Definitely a huge change from pretty much all the weapons that I've been using lately and trying out. Kind of makes the whole reach around thing easy to get some yellow damage. It hasn't been long, and this Seeker Soldier is more than halfway dead, so I'm pretty impressed. This may end up being the fastest Seeker Soldier encounter that I've had in quite some time. I'm sure I could take care of it quicker, probably with the Mistwalker, by parrying, I'm not sure exactly, but this Carapace Spear is really starting to impress me. I did skip ahead just a little bit because Seeker Soldiers, they're pretty much cookie cutter. Unless there's something else going on, like you're dealing with multiple threats at once, they're not that much of a threat. As you saw, I did end this encounter with a throw. I thought that was pretty cool. This one's pretty fun. I had a really rough time dealing with the terrain on this one, so I didn't get any hits in right here, or even right here, or even over here. I really was struggling to get this thing to the right spot, so I got it to this level terrain and very quickly dispatched it. This one's really good. I snuck up on this one and threw the spear. It almost killed it in one hit. So easy to kill at the end. This one came up and it was also pretty easy. No problem at all. I decided to throw the spear again, feeling really strong about the last throw, but this one didn't kill it nearly as well as the previous one. This one got a little chaotic because another Seeker decided to show up, and then we have a Sky Jelly that wants to play. I really didn't want to tango with the Sky Jelly while I'm battling these two guys. I just didn't want to deal with it, so I did kind of run away a little bit. I got to a safe area and re-engaged the two Seekers who were still following me. I really didn't feel like the spear was hitting as hard as it did previously. I'm not sure why, maybe it was just circumstance, but it did end up doing some pretty good damage. Another solo encounter here. I needed to get this Seeker to some better terrain so I could actually hit it. And yeah, this one was a little bit squirrely. I was trying to be a little Dark Soulsy, and then just trying to have some fun, I decided to throw the spear point blank, had to go retrieve it. Yeah, it was a weird choice, but I'm gonna roll with it. Didn't take too much longer, the Seeker died. And here we go, sneaking up on another Seeker, throwing, and it goes straight through it. I run past it, trying to get my spear, because it flew far, right into the edge of this armor right here. And the Seeker saw me, so it decides to follow. And then, with a perfect parry, I destroy it in 4 shots. I thought it was going to be 3, ended up being 4. Good enough. I threw this little clip in the intro, but I wanted to put it here as well. I stood here for quite some time waiting for that lightning to hit, just like that. Perfect shot. Love it. Had to show it again. Through the mist, a 1-star Seeker comes to tackle me. At this point in this outing with the Carapace Spear, I'm feeling pretty overconfident, and I know I need to be careful with this thing because 1-star Seekers hit really hard. I don't want to pop my bone mass just yet, so I'm going to try to take out this regular Seeker first so it's not a threat and I can just focus on the 1-star. But of course, it's difficult because they coordinate, or at least they seem to. It takes a bit, but I do end up going around, and I get some good hits on this Seeker, it gets a couple good hits on me, and it's quite the dance for a while. After some circling, gaining some stamina, trying to regain some health, I just decide to take it out. It was time. Now I can finally focus on just taking out the 1-star. I'm feeling pretty confident, having taken on so many of these guys over the past few weeks, testing different weapons, and the Carapace spear is no joke. I'm getting more and more used to it, and it's really starting to sing. I like it, and without much effort, the 1-star Seeker dies. But I guess they were reincarnated or something, because right around the corner there was another 1-star Seeker with another regular Seeker, so the battle was right back on. And I don't know why, but I decided to do a dumb move there and throw the spear. It was kinda dumb, but it felt right at the time. It was a dumb mistake. So they got some good hits in, and I died. Yeah, didn't go too well. I got overconfident for sure. So then it was back to the good old-fashioned naked rescue mission, dodging the 2 guys that just killed me, grabbing my gear, and these guys, they were absolutely relentless. I tried to put some gear on, but they were right behind me, and having no gear on and getting hit by a 1-star Seeker, not the best combination. So I tried to beeline it, but they were still right behind me. These guys would not give me a break. I almost get the chest piece on right here, but the 1-star's right behind me. I decide to pop a bone mass because I don't want to die again. I have to run away. I have to get this on. So I take the risk, I get it on, and I start fighting because I'm not going to get a chance to put anything else on. I focus hard on this regular Seeker because you know how it goes, multiple threats, you gotta take out one to just focus on the other. So I run right around the 1-star and finish off the regular Seeker. Since I don't have too much to focus on, maybe I can get something else on, but no. I really should have just focused on just the 1-star Seeker because it was not gonna happen. So I realized that and I just go to attack. I wait for the right moment to parry, and I get after it. I feel like I'm fighting for my life here again. Fortunately, at least for the most part, I am pretty good at getting the parry timing right. The Seeker got stunned with that last hit, and it perishes. Finally. On the way home, I did encounter another Seeker soldier, and it's a repeat of the last battle. I'm pretty confident having just taken on 2 1-star Seekers, so this battle was relatively easy. I'm just gonna speed through it. I might as well put the conclusion right here. I think the Carapace spear might indeed be OP. I definitely think I'll be bringing it along on my adventures a little bit more often. I do wish it had a bit more range, and maybe a wide sweep to hit more enemies than just one, but overall, it hits hard, it hits fast, and you can use it as a pretty effective projectile weapon. Might be a new favorite of mine. Totally didn't expect that at all. What would you like to see me test next? Let me know if you hated this video in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.